15 awkward college moments. Well, of course, you know I'm going to have to give my feedback on this. Well, first of all, you were saying, well, when they notice your hickey, what happens if it's not a hickey you have on your neck, but it's acne? Okay? And they think it's a hickey. That's worse, okay? You're sitting there going, yeah, no, really, it's not a hickey, it's acne. I'm sorry, hate to disappoint you, but I got acne on me, okay? You're standing there and you're pulling clothes out of a washing machine. The very second you would notice that when you're pulling them out, why don't you just take a look at a couple of them right off the bat before you pull out a whole ton? And then you can pretty much figure out if it's yours or not. You can also use Harry Lorraine's memory techniques to memorize the number of the washing machine you were using before you leave. Because I know all those washing machines, especially in college campuses, are numbered. All you have to do is memorize the number or write it down in your book. And then you look at your book, you know which number of the washing machine you were using. Very easy to solve. Okay. What is this walk of shame? I'd love to have a little elaboration. I've never seen anybody do the walk of shame. Of course, then again, I never stayed in a dorm at college either. But anyway. Saying goodbye to somebody and then ended up walking the same path with them. Here's a good way to avoid that one. Why don't you say, hey, do you want to follow me along? You know, ask if they're going in the same direction. Then you don't have to say goodbye to them. Say, hey, I'd like to tell you goodbye. I just want to see if you're going to be walking the same way I am. If you are, we'll continue the conversation. Otherwise, goodbye. Find out which way they're going to walk. All right. Sexile by your roommate. Two solutions to that. Number one, don't have a roommate. Number two, well, come over to my YouTube channel. Take virtual courses instead. Then you don't have to worry about that. All right. Old flames around campuses. Well, if you're either watching my YouTube videos or taking a virtual course, you don't have to worry about old flames either. When they're gone, they're gone. All right. Running into someone you saw when you were completely drunk and now you're seeing them again. Well, here's my solution for that. Just don't get drunk in the first place. You never get drunk, well, you never have that problem. Besides, going to some of those loud parties, well, you're going to end up being deaf and you're not going to be able to hear your assignments anyway, and that's not going to do your college education any good. And that's the problem. Have you heard some of those concerts? I'm telling you, they'll blow out your eardrums. You just don't want that to happen. So my advice to you is go to parties where the music's not quite so loud and don't get drunk. Why would you want to get drunk? Isn't the experience enough? Can't you get enough euphoria from the experience? Come on. Forget the alcohol. I get more euphoria by looking for Lincoln signs than some of these people get drunk. And let me tell you something, I have never consumed alcohol, ever. So, except maybe a mouthwash, but that's it. Okay? And then, someone talking to you and you don't know who they are. Yeah, that happens in real life too, unfortunately. They'll stand there and they'll tell you facts even about yourself you probably didn't even know. And then you're standing there going, who in the thunder are you? And what's interesting is that the more well-known you become, the more people will walk up to you and talk to you like they've known you for years, and you have not a clue as to who these people are. So believe me, the road to fame will give you a lot more of that experience than you could possibly imagine. And I don't see really any solution to that except for the fact that whatever they're talking about, hopefully you've learned a lot of stuff and you can talk back to them. You know, that's why I encourage people to learn how to speed read and memorize things. Just some food for thought. I think a really embarrassing situation would be to accidentally pick up somebody's smartphone. You know, those Androids and iPhones, you pick up one of those. And then you end up reading their sexting messages. I think that would be embarrassing. But that's just my thoughts. Anyway, I just thought I'd share all this information with you guys. I hope you have a great evening, and I will tell you more in a future video, so stay tuned.